Hey folks, what's going on? It's Coach Gavin here from Training for Warriors Kildare. So this video, it's possibly going to be one of our longer ones. Not too sure, obviously, on the filming time yet because I'm only filming it now. But it's a topic I want to address because I've had a couple of conversations, short ones, long ones, different ones, and there's some stuff I've picked up on over the past kind of couple of weeks that seem to be kind of happening that I want to address to help people with in some way, shape or form. And I'm sure at some point people keep looking at it. Firstly, I am in a swivel chair here, so I apologise if anyone gets motion sickness. So a lot of people are kind of coming out of winter, coming into spring, coming into kind of that new year, new me, setting all these goals and working through. You know, sometimes we think we're bulletproof, we're unbreakable, we're unbeatable, and it's just as soon as we start off, it's a steady trajectory up, or a steady climb all the way to the top. That, you know, there's no real setbacks. It's just kind of, it might take time. And look, at the end of the day, there's billions of people in the planet. Okay, there's millions of people in Ireland. There's hundreds of thousands of people in Leinster. There's tens of thousands of people in Kildare. There's, I'd say, tens of thousands of people in Newbridge and Naas alone. So effectively, there's tens of thousands of ways that this situation could go. What works for your neighbour might not work for you. It might work a little bit to get you going and then move. So I suppose what we're going to talk about today could be applied to anything. You know, losing weight, gaining weight. You know, improving, you know, starting a business, improving a business, financial issues, business issues, personal issues, relationship issues, parenting issues, sporting issues. It really is, it's quite open-ended, and we do that deliberately so that as many people as possible can try and take something away from this. Because we know that it's a sliding scale where some people will watch this video and just be like, yeah, love it, love it, love it, soak it up. They were like, I connected with so much of what you said. It triggered something in me. It's awoken a warrior inside of me. I'm ready to go. This is my moment. Kind of Wednesday, the 23rd of March was the day everything changed for me. The penny finally dropped. There's so many ways of viewing it. And that's great. But there's also some people where they go, I just didn't get it. And that's great too. Because if you don't get what we do, that means you can kind of cross this off your list as kind of going, maybe that's where I can get my solution. And it might mean it brings you closer then to finding your solution. And at the end of the day, that's all that really matters, you know, is that people find a realistic, maintainable, sustainable, kind of honest to goodness, you know, solution to their problems. So that's kind of one thing is that, so if you don't connect, don't be afraid if you don't connect with a gym or a trainer or a style of life, a lifestyle or things like that. It's not the end of the world. You know, there's so much more you can try and you can do, and like, you know, you can kind of 9 years training people, you do pick up a lot of stuff. You do see some stuff works and some stuff doesn't. And things I swore blindly by when I started off by, I can see the error of my ways now. And you kind of go, well, I know more, so I can do more. You know, like, again, you know, I reference Freya a lot because, you know, I'm around her a lot. You know, she doesn't look back now. She's able to swim and Irish dance and, you know, ride a bike and do all these things. She doesn't look back when she was a child and go, oh my God, how was I not climbing or running or walking then? Okay? She was doing the best she could right there and right then. And, you know, I've always kind of, not always, I'd say the last 3 years, it feels like always, but for real intensity for the last 3 years, I've been trying to steer people that we deal with away from the pursuit of perfection, and more so towards the pursuit of progression, where if you're making progress, be it slow, fast, indifferent, keep going with it, you know, unless there is a need for a greater rate of progress. So if you're doing something and it's working, keep going with it. If you're doing something and it's working, but it's not working fast enough for you, then maybe do more of it, because we know it's working already. Maybe we just need to do more of it, or do something different. Okay, so there are your kind of your couple options here. And that's one way of going with things then as well, is kind of progress through. So I see how well things are going, kind of for my training, for the growth of the gym, for the public awareness of what we do, for the progress of our clients, for all these different things that we happen, okay? Because we measure, well, kind of on my end of things, we measure as much as possible, kind of in all aspects of the gym and a lot of aspects of my life too. I do try and kind of measure it, and I'm not some kind of OCD lunatic. It's just, if you don't measure it, you can't manage it. And I'm not a massive fan, because there's enough going on in the world and enough going on in kind of my life and with people I interact with that you can't manage. And, you just kind of have to kind of go with the flow. And when something happens, react to it as best you can, or as best you feel you have. So just when you're doing that, guys, when it comes to, your training or your nutrition, so we'll use that as our example here. You're always going to have a timeline that's, you might do something great. Oh, but I want something more. I wish it was a week faster. I wish it was 2 weeks faster. I'd have you consider this, that you're exactly where you need to be for exactly what you've done. So everything good, bad, or indifferent has brought you to where you are. And everything good, bad, or indifferent you do will bring you where you want to go. No one's in a position when it comes to their training, their nutrition, their health, that they don't deserve to be in. That's the best way I can think of saying it. I know it's going to sound harsh, or it's going to sound odd or off, but like, we are exactly where we are. If I only paint half the house, I can't be surprised, or I can't be caught off guard and go, oh, house only looks half painted. Yeah, because I've only done half the work. It's not like I went and painted all the walls and I've come in the next day and all of a sudden someone's after licking the paint off the walls and it's gone now. And you kind of go, oh my God, I can't believe I've been set back like that. So again, basically, we are where we need to be. To use the growth of the gym example, for all the, not mistakes, but for all the lessons we've had to learn over the first 18 months or so, it's put us exactly where we are. So any pressure or stress or any difficulties we go through, are related back. They're a direct result of what I've done before. So if I want things to be different, I have to go and do them different. And it's still a work in progress. Even like when we kitted the place out, when we were setting it up then as well, kind of there's certain parts of it that aren't done because we had a checklist of stuff that had to be done so we could open, so we could train people. And then there was a list of stuff that we wanted to be done. So overall, when Mike comes in from Next Move Media to do a photo shoot, a video shoot, the place looks unbelievable. Everything's done, everything is in its place, everything's nice and clean. The members come in and go, whoa, not only is this my home, this is a nice home to be in, okay? So little things like that. So I can't go and get miffed if the ground's not painted, if I've not done the work. You see where we're going with this? And kind of, I guarantee you've said the phrase I phrase. I consider a lot of the teenagers these days to have this, teenagers, people in their 20s, people a little bit younger. There's a serious air of entitlement about a lot of people lately. And it used to get under my skin in a big way because I've been raised to believe that hard work and working smart are the ways to become successful. And I won't begrudge anyone's success because at the end of the day, I very much intend on being quite successful by my own definition and my own standard. So, and I'm sure people will look at it and go, oh, sure, how's he done? How he's after doing all these things or doing all that then as well. So don't be annoyed about the results you don't get with the work you don't put in. So guys, we're going to wrap it there. We're going to shoot a second part later on. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.